This is George with Sonoran Gun Stocks out here in Tucson, Arizona. Basically today what I got to do is make a pillar for the front of this 1022. It's a Tactical Innovations Elite 22 receiver. It's had a rear Tang from Kid attached to it. I inletted the stock for all of this. It's already on another video. Basically what I've done here is I've cleared the barrel. I'm using 2 business cards to locate the barrel, make sure everything was level, everything's all lined up right. You can always tell from quick checkers, basically from looking at the how your alignment is with your ejection cutout. Looks pretty good. I'd actually do it with levels. Everything's locked in, so now I need to start taking my dimensions. And one of the things I do, and I'm hung up there on something, is to take and kind of plot this out so you know what we got going on here. This is the barrel here. This is the front tang of the receiver down in the stock. This is where I've inletted it out. This actually does come up some, but it doesn't matter. It's not that important. Of course, this is the receiver here, all back in here. This is the front tang of the receiver. This is the escutcheon that's down in the stock. That's countersunk for your socket head cap screw that connects this to the stock at this point. This is where I've inletted for my pillar and so forth. So there are a number of dimensions that I have to have. And by adding and subtracting and so forth, I find my distance from this point here to the tang. And that's how I locate how long, that's how I figure out how long my front tang's front pillar has got to be. So first thing I need to do, of course, is take that first measurement. And basically what I use to take a lot of these measurements is this, and this is a depth mic, very accurate. I zero it out on a granite plate. Basically all I do is I take this, run it down to 0, put it on the plate, run it down, and make sure that this is actually lined up at 0, which should be right about here. Okay. Anyway, this is going to give me my dimensions within 1/1000th of an inch of where I need to be as far as the length of the pillar goes. You could do this with straight edges and stuff, but it won't be nearly as accurate. And as long as I've got the tools, might as well make it as accurate as I can. I actually have several different lengths of stem, which is the measuring point. This is set up right now 0 to 1. Then we've got a 1 to 2 and a 2 to 3. I'm going to need all these when I go to do this and get it all figured out. So first off, what I want to do, since I've already got everything zeroed out, is I'm going to take a 1 to 2 out. Sometimes this is long enough, sometimes it's not. We'll find out here real shortly. I want to get a measurement all the way up inside that stock. So I'm using the barrel to set my receiver, and that lends itself real well to ending up with a nice stress-free bedded system. So we'll take this and just set her down. So that I can get these measurements. Right here. Move this over a little bit. You see what I'm doing. I'm going to measure bottom of the stock to the barrel. So from the bottom of the stock to that barrel cutout, make sure I'm in the center. Rolling this down. Stops. Lock it. I'm going to take a reading on that one, and this one actually reads from this end over. So what we're looking at here is 0.6. Each one of these little lines is 25 thousandths. So this would be 0.6, 5055, 0.659. So it's 1.659. Okay. Basically what we're looking at is that would be 650, 655, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is what we had. So 1.659 because I'm using the 1 to 2 stem. That gets me all the way up to that point. That's the only measurement I really need on the bottom here. So I'll flip this back over. Take the barrel out. Barrel action out. We'll set it back here out of the way. Now the dimension I want to get is going to be from the top rail all the way to the bottom of the stock. Now the way I do that is I take sorry about that. I'll take one of my parallels and I'll mount it on the bottom here. And I'll take clamp. And I'll clamp it on. And basically what that does is it runs right up against the bottom of the stock at the point where my hole is there. So that gives me a pretty doggone good measurement. I'm pretty sure that the 1 to 2 stem isn't going to make it. So we use the 2 to 3. It's usually just over that a little bit, just over or just under. We'll see whether we're lucky here or not. Bring this back up. Okay, I can tell I'm short. I'm going to go down until I touch. Set that again. Make sure. Sometimes it's a little cumbersome. And this time what I'm getting is 2 point, just a little over 1, 2.106. So we'll put that down here, 2.106. That's from the top all the way to the bottom. And then from the barrel to the bottom was 1.659. So we'll plot that one. And then I'll go back in here and do it again. Make sure I got it right. And it is 2 point. Yep, 2.106. Okay, so it gives me that dimension. take this out. I believe I'll be able to do this one with the shorter one. Take that off. This time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from the top rail down to my inlet here. And all these dimensions get used. So, obviously I know it's a lot more than that. 0.8 is normally what the dimension would be from here to this point. I've undercut that to allow for certain thickness of bedding. Wow, may have to go to 1. Yep. Okay. Not a big deal. This back. Top rail. I try to take these dimensions as close to the center of my where the pillar's going to be. What I'll do is I'll take 4 of these and average them out. This is 1.294. 1.294. $1.293.5. Actually, that's 298. Two. 298. Keep in mind on these, this top rail sweeps down and comes up. So what I'm going to do here to double check everything is I'm going to clamp this on here. Well, no, that's going to do that. Take this. 287. Now, I did notice when I set this up in the mill that this rail isn't true with this rail. So obviously just going to take a little averaging out. Now I just want to make sure that my pillar's up higher than the existing inlet. So basically what I'll do is I'll go to my minimum dimension of 286 and I'll use that, and that'll put me up a little bit high, which is fine. I don't care. That's fine. So, oops. Here we're 1.286. And then the last dimension I want to get is the width of that tang. Oops. On the receiver, how thick is it? And you do that just by setting this down in here. You know, we're nice and safe, everything's steady. Don't have to worry about much. Front tank sitting below. The gunsmithing block is below the tank, which is really good. I like to see that. Okay, distance to barrel on this unit is 0.352. All we do is we work the math. That tells us what we need. So, 2.106.